Good morning and welcome to the Kilachari Torah Daily Halacha Review. We are going through Rambam's 613 mitzvahs, the Sefer HaMitzvahs, a few per day, not all at one time, don't worry. And today is the number of mitzvahs for Thursday, June 24th. Positive mitzvah 27, we are going through the positive mitzvahs first, then we'll get to the prohibitions, is the showbread, lechem hapanim, the literally face breads. This mitzvah teaches us, commands us that we are to place the showbreads before God continually. They are placed on the shulchan, on the table, the special prepared table with 12 shelves, one representing each tribe, that we discussed in an earlier mitzvah. You know, the Torah prescribes that new bread is placed on the table every Shabbat, and some of the frankincense spiced together with it, and the priests are to eat the bread which was placed on the table the preceding Shabbos. One of the miracles of the temple is that it stayed warm and fresh for the entire week. We learn about this in Tractate Menachos. There is a custom, some people have a custom to take the two challahs that are on the table before us on Shabbat and place them back to back. You know, the flat part where it lies on the pan or in the oven, to place them back to back so that it resembles the showbread. You have the outer crust on all sides of it in remembrance of that. Mitzvah number 28, burning the incense, Haktaras HaKtoiris. This mitzvah instructs the Kohanim to place incense twice each day upon the Mizbeach HaZahav, the golden altar, which was inside the Heichal, inside the large building of the temple, and burn the incense there. And this is discussed in Tractate Kerisos and also in other places in Tractate Tamid as well. A mitzvah which we mention every day is that there should be, mitzvah positive mitzvah 29, there should be a perpetual fire on the altar. We say it in the korbanos preceding the morning service, prefatory to the morning service, Eish tamid tukad al hamizbeach lo sichbeh. There should be a fire burning perpetually on the outer altar, on the stone altar, which is in the larger courtyard of the temple. And that means that the Kohanim have the responsibility to keep the fire burning all day. So they place fresh wood on it in the morning and at dusk. This is explained in the second chapter of Yuma and also again in Tractate Tamid, to which we keep referring. Mitzvah number 30 is Trumas Hadeshen, removing the ashes from the altar. It is a mitzvah to clean up, because if you imagine that there's a wooden stoked fire burning on the altar all the time, that's going to plus the korbanos, plus the offerings that are brought there on the mizbeach, you can imagine that there's a bit of a pile of ashes that builds up over time. So one of the jobs, actually the first job of the day of the Kohanim, is to remove the ashes daily from the altar. And it's called Terumas Hadeshen, not Hotzas HaAshpa, not taking out the garbage, but rather Terumas, lifting up, elevating the ashes. And that the Kohen has to put on special linen garment and remove the ashes. Okay, next mitzvah. You know what, we'll pause there because we're going to get into different, we're going to shift gears just a little bit tomorrow. So we're going to talk about Tuma and Tahara a little bit. So we'll save that for tomorrow. Please join us then. Have a good day.